Ancient African civilizations had creation myths before Judaism. The Kunama, like many other African groups, have a deeply rooted oral tradition that could predate written records. If their creation story of Adam and Hawa is older than the Jewish Adam and Eve story, then it's possible that their version of Dawit also predates the biblical King David, African ancestral kings versus Jewish kings. Many African societies have mythical and divine kings who serve as spiritual leaders, warriors, and just rulers. Dawit in Kunama belief might have been an ancient ancestor or spirit guide long before the biblical David was written about, B1000 BCE. Could Jewish traditions have been influenced by African beliefs? The Horn of Africa, where the Kunama live, has ancient connections with the Middle East, especially through trade and migration. If the Kunama already had stories of Adam, Hawa, and Dawit before the spread of Judaism, it's possible that early Jewish traditions borrowed elements from African spirituality. Adam and Hawa. Did the Kunama have the creation story first? That the Kunama have a creation myth with Adam and Hawa, which sounds very similar to the biblical Adam and Eve. This raises an important question. Did the biblical story come from an older African myth? African origin of humanity. Many scientists agree that human life began in Africa, meaning that the first creation stories likely originated from African cultures before they spread to other regions. If the Kunama already had a creation myth of Adam and Hawa, it might be one of the oldest versions of the Adam and Eve story. Why would Jewish texts borrow from African myths? The ancient Israelites had contact with Egypt, Ethiopia, and Nubia, all of which had rich spiritual traditions.